Hello, my name's Mike and welcome to this video from Mida Travel. Today I'm so excited and I just can't hide it. No, maybe we shouldn't go there. Yeah, I am excited because we have got our next cruise booked and we are moving away from the company that we have loved from our last three cruises, Marella, and we are going red, white and blue. Yes, we are going to try P&O. I've always wanted to go to the Norwegian Fjords and Marella don't go there, but people have recommended to us P&O, and so we think that's a good fit for us to try. We've also heard quite a few negative things, so we're anxious to see whether these complaints were justified or not. And I guess you're going to find out too, because what I'm really excited about doing with this next cruise is taking you on the whole of the journey, right from the very beginning. So today we are going to be looking at the booking process, and I'm going to go through the booking process. We are going to be looking at select fare. Do you choose select fare? Cabins, how do you choose your cabin? Now, we've already found one shock thing on the cabin choice, and it would definitely benefit you to know that this is an issue. And also we're going to be looking at the drinks package, which again is a massive decision when going on a cruise. So hopefully you will subscribe so that you can join us on this journey. Hit the bell notification so you're informed of future videos that we might produce, and also the like button. All these things help the channel out a great deal in getting our content pushed out further. Also, subscribing doesn't cost a penny. So without any further ado, let's get started and I'll take you through the booking process.
So here it is, the first exciting steps of booking your next cruise. I searched for P&O cruise holidays and it brought me to this page. And on here you can see you can enter the details of what you're looking for. Now we are looking for Norway and Iceland, but you've got lots of other choices. We are looking for May, and again you can go forward as much as you like. And we're looking for 6 to 8 nights. I'm not worried about which ship, so you don't have to enter that. And we'll search. And these are the options that we get for May. Starting on the 2nd of May, the prices are on the right. As you can see, it seems to go down. 3rd of May is cheaper, but 10th of May is £779. So if we click on view itinerary, and we've got details that it's on Iona and the cruise number is G512, sailing from Southampton. Let's quickly go down the itinerary. So day 1 is Southampton, day 2 at sea, day 3 Stavanger, day 4 Aalesund, day 5 Olden. Some beautiful places here. Day 5 and you've got 2 cruise buys only. So no stopping, but they look really pretty. And that's Invik Fjorden and Nordfjord. God, that's a bit of a tongue twister. And then day 6 we've got Haugesund. Day 7 we've got at sea, and day 8 you arrive back in Southampton. And at the moment the offers on this cruise are 20% off the classic drinks package, which might make it a more appealing offer, but we'll come to the drinks after we finish the booking process. You get just 10% deposit, although the full balance I know for this cruise is due on the 9th of February, so you haven't got much time in between those. And of course you've got the extra onboard spending money. There is a lot more to look at down here. It does sort of give you details of entertaining and what's on board, but I'll let you sort of peruse that at your own leisure. And so there we are. We're going to go ahead with this one and we're going to put book now. So the first option you get is to enter the number of adults, children and infants. Obviously there's just 2 of us, so we're going to leave that at 2. If you want accessible or powered mobility device friendly cabin, then make sure you tick this box here. And we'll continue on that. And you then get to the first big decision that you have to make, and that is to choose your cabin. Now the prices are shown here, starting from the inside at 1,558, sea view just short of 2,000, balcony 2,298, mini suite 2,798, and the suite just short of 5,000. We are going to look at the balcony. To get the balcony, just click on the sign here, and we've then got details of the balcony cabin. It also brings up the balcony deluxe just in case you want to spend a little bit extra. We felt that going to the fjords and the beautiful scenery that we would spoil ourselves a little bit this time. We didn't see the necessity to upgrade to the deluxe, so we were happy to go with the balcony cabin. So I'm going to select that. And the next choice you have to make is whether you want the early saver or whether you're prepared to pay an extra £260 per cabin to get the select offers. Now for this you get an extra 120 onboard spending money per cabin, the choice of your cabin, which is pretty important, priority dining, possible cabin upgrades. How nice would it be if you had that notice that you were being upgraded to the suite? And also you get the opportunity to change your booking. The two extra benefits, I've already mentioned that you get the extra £120 cabin spend, which brings your choice up to £200 per cabin, or I believe you can have the £120 per cabin plus a coach to and from Southampton. So we feel that's well worth having. So we decided to tick that. Book now. We then have the drinks package. Now this is the big one for so many people, and a question we get so many questions asked about us, particularly with regarding Marella. Unfortunately, P&O drinks package is a lot more complicated, but at the moment there is 20% off, and that is £546 per cabin. That's with the discount applied. Now we're going to cover the drinks and what's available and what the different packages are after the booking process. So we'll leave that for now, and we decided to add it, and I'll explain the reasons why when we cover the drinks. Right, you now get to choose the benefit that you want. Do you want the return coach? So it is £120 and the return coach, or do you want the £200 cabin spending money? We decided to take the £200 spending money. Now, if you have ticked the select fare, then you can choose your cabin. So if not, you just put give me the best available cabin and they will do that for you. So we'll go, I'll choose my cabin and let's see what's available. Now the one cabin I will warn you about, but they have all sold out, which is quite surprising, is deck 8. Now I don't think I can actually click on it because it's sold out. No, I can't. I'm sure we will be talking about deck 8, the promenade deck, a lot in the future. But anyway, we would try really to go midship and a little bit lower. But for this cruise, it's a big ship, and I don't think the motion is going to be too much of an issue on there. We decided to have a look at deck 12. Now, if you've still got the solid blue, then cabins, it does tell you cabins are available on that deck. So let's have I'll tell you what, we'll go to deck 11. Now I want to look at one cabin in particular. Now as you can see, the green are what's available. Not a great deal left on this floor, and a lot of what are left are near, these are the lifts. Now we wouldn't choose to go too near the lifts. This one would probably be all right, and also this one. But I want you to look at the balconies on here. As you can see, the only ones with symbols are these 4 disabled mobility cabins. All of the others have got nothing. So let's go this one. I'm going to pick this cabin here. And very important that you look at this because I am going to show you something on the Brochure ship decks where they have got symbols on these balconies. And this one has got a symbol, but we'll come to that in a short while. So anyway, we'll go with this, and we're not getting any warnings at all. Anything that we should be aware of. Where was it? There it is. So let's click that. And if we go down, let me have a look here. Just make sure there's no warnings on here that I've missed. Balcony standard. It's an extra £70 as well for that floor. No, I cannot see any benefits or any negatives about this cabin at all. So let's now have a look at this. And again, there's nothing there that warns you there might be an issue with the cabin. So we'll select this cabin, and that's added that price on. You can see that it's gone blue so that you know that you've selected it. And we will go to the continue. And there we go, we're almost there. This gives you the breakdown of what you've added. So we've got Norwegian Fjords, 7 nights, we've got the drink package, we've got a standard balcony, and we've got select price, which gives the benefit. If you are traveling with other people, you can add another cabin, and obviously it gives you the choice of what you've collected regarding the select fare offer. So there is our final price, £3,344. If I click continue, you have to say that you've read this. Basically, it warns you that you must have travel insurance, and also if you've got any assistance requirements. One thing I did see that was quite important on here was the fact that oxygen tanks or cylinders are not allowed onto the ship. So read this carefully because it might apply to you. So I'll put that I've read that, which you must acknowledge before you can check out. And if we now go to checkout, obviously you can continue as a guest. And I think this is where we will have to call this bit to an end. Right, I am now going to show you what I found in the actual P&O brochure. And that is the layout of the desks with signs on the balconies warning you about certain things with the rooms. So let me stop this here and we will come back with the P&O brochure deck. Right, so this is the cabins shown on the brochure. Now, if you go into the travel agents, really important to go and get this brochure, and I'll explain why in a moment. They are a little bit like gold dust. We went in 3 local travel agents. None of them had got the P&O brochure, so I had to order this online. It took about 5 days to come. Unfortunately, we'd booked our cabin before this came, and I was quite shocked when I looked at this as to what it revealed. Now, I brought up this page. If you go to the back of the brochure, it gives you details of all the ships. It shows you all their deck plans. Really good for planning. And if we go to deck 11, which is the deck that we chose the cabin on, if I bring this up, you will see that I chose 517. So let's go down a bit. There it is, 517. And you will see it's got a letter V in the side. This one has got 2 symbols. All of these, those are the disabled ones, but they've got additional V. But you've also got all the way down the ships, you've got squares, you've got blank squares. What is this meaning? And 517, I've booked this cabin. Why? What is that? And if we go up to the top here, it shows you all the symbols and what they mean. Now, the V means balconies are visible from above, neighbouring balconies and or the promenade deck. Now, that would have been really good to know before I booked that cabin. The cabin that we thought was just a straightforward cabin because there was no symbols or warning, we've actually got this black dot, which means cabin with interconnecting doors. I don't think we would have chosen that cabin if we'd have known it had got an interconnecting door. And our friends have got an additional bed. They have this sign in there, which fortunately comes down from the roof, so is not visible unless you ask for it to be put down. So not a great problem with that one. The same way that our interconnecting door isn't a great problem, it will be locked. And I guess some of this is useful to know if you're traveling with a family. But I am a little bit shocked that you're not made aware of these before you book. So ensure, if you can, before you book your cabin, that you check that it hasn't got a symbol shown like these have here. Okay, and we'll move on to the drinks packages. For fear of this video becoming a ridiculous length, I am not going to cover the drinks package in full now. We will have a look at the different packages, but on the next video that's released, part 2, we will look at the drinks packages in full, including all of the bar menus. Right, so let's have a look at the different packages. We have the refresh package at £14.45 per day, and that includes regular and large soft drinks on tap. We then have the alcohol free, which is £26.95 per person per day, and that is regular and large soft drinks on tap, and also selected Costa coffees, small, and tea pigs. You then have the classic, which I would imagine will be the most popular choice. This one you have what you have included on the first two I've read out, but in addition you have selected cocktails, 25ml spirits, beers and ciders, selected 175ml wines, Prosecco 125ml. You get 20% discount on any products excluded from this drinks package. You get complimentary refresh package for children aged 17 years and under, which is really useful for those of you going on the cruise with children. And then with the deluxe, which is £60.50 per person per day, you get all of the classic, which I've just read out, and in addition you get an extended range of cocktails, 50ml spirits, 250ml wines, and you get craft beers and perfect serves. I should say that these prices at the moment are all subject to a 20% discount. So for the classic, which we have chosen, it worked out at about £39 per person per day. Now, as I say, in the next video, we will be looking at the drinks in full. We'll be looking at the different prices to see whether we have made the right decision, whether we should have paid as we went. We will work that out. So we'll look at all the drinks, we'll look at the rules and regulations, such as if one person in the cabin has a package, then everybody in that cabin has to have the same package. Unless, of course, you're traveling with children, then they get the complimentary refresh package.
Okay, we'll leave it there. I think we've covered enough for the first time, so you can see it's all very exciting, so much to learn when you go cruising, there's so much to it. Hopefully we can get it simplified, look at the questions that you might have, because I'm sure we're going to have the same questions. I've already trying to get my head around the dining and how that works. There are so many dining options. So in future episodes, we're going to be looking at, the next one will be a full look at the drinks packages, what the drinks are, how much they are, and we'll work out roughly what we might drink and whether it's going to be worthwhile. And after that, we're going to be looking at excursions, best excursions to do. Are they with P&O or are they best to look for local companies, and what sort of prices and what things to do in each of the ports. And additionally, after that, we'll definitely be looking at dining and what the dining options are and how much extra these dining options will be. So I hope you've enjoyed today, and thanks for joining us. please consider subscribing. It doesn't cost anything and it helps us out a great deal. Also hit the like button if you've enjoyed the content, and hit that bell notification so when we release further episodes, and as I say, this series is going to go right the way through to the cruise itself, the full cruise, and even after the cruise, our full review and whether we would cruise with P&O again. So take care out there everyone, and happy cruising. Bye.